guys, it's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today we're taking a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends. You could go either way. It's the Amazing Spider-Man 2 on the box, but we all know it is the Spider-Man No Way Home series. We have the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I grabbed this from Amazon. I actually ordered two, and for some reason they shipped them separately. I only got one. I do have the rest of the set as the Spider-Man figures are from this wave. I think I'm going to skip Daredevil. I don't know if I want Mary Jane and the Sandman. I don't need them for my collection. And I'll be honest, I already have most of these Spider-Man. So I ordered the Andrew Garfield. I have the Tobey Maguire coming, as well as the new suit for the Tom Holland Spider-Man figure. So I'm looking forward to those. But this is the only one I had in hand. And I did purchase the 3-pack from Hasbro Pulse. And just like you guys, we knew this was coming, right? Like, once they announced that, you're like, well, they're going to do a re-release with the actors' heads at some point. But I was such a big fan of that movie, and I'm such a big fan of those Spider-Man films originally with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. So I knew it was coming, but that was like, what, a year ago? So here we are a year later, or plus, a little more. We get the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, you can see. And for some reason, I don't know if it has to do with the rights or what, but they have the Amazing Spider-Man 2 here. This is clearly Andrew Garfield from Spider-Man No Way Home. You'll see the awesome image of the Spider-Man here on the side, as well as the Marvel Legends logo. Love the insert of this box. You can see it does have a blue background. I believe the other figures that are deemed Spider-Man No Way Home do have a yellow carding on there, but the blue does look nice. Get all those Spider-Man logos on there. Mine, again, came a little dinged, but it's okay. I'm going to open it. But if you guys want to take a quick look at the back of the box, you can see they'll read up and the image of the Spider-Man. But let's come back, let's get Andrew Garfield out of the packaging and see if this figure is worth the purchase. So here we have the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man out of the packaging, and let's take a quick look at the accessories that are included. So if you did purchase the 3-pack, that came with a full set of hands, which included 2 web shooting hands, 2 fisted hands, and another set of the wall crawling hands. With this one, you get 1 fisted hand, you get 1 kind of gesturing or wall crawling hand, if you want to call it that. And then you get the web shooting hands that come on the figure itself. Seems a little cheap if you ask me for the price of these Marvel Legends figures. You also do get a masked Spider-Man head. Looks pretty good. Got the nice kind of coloring around the eyes. Really like the way it is. Nice and clean on this head sculpt. And then again, it is identical to that 3-pack. Of course, the major selling point to this figure is this Andrew Garfield head scan, and it does look pretty good. To me, it doesn't have that look of the Amazing Spider-Man 2. He looks a lot older. This is clearly based off of the No Way Home version. You can see he does have the nice big kind of coiffed his hair. Really like the sculpting to it. You can even see like a little bit of that stubble around his face. Really like the likeness to it. I feel like they really nailed it, if you ask me. Take a look at the head sculpt again. The hair just sculpted really nicely. But take a look at the actual spider suit. For some reason, mine just doesn't want to line up too much on the abdomen. I feel like it keeps kind of like shifting around. His joints are a little tight, but the suit to me, it looks exactly the same. I do have the 3-pack version. We will compare it, but I do like the actual sculpting of the spider logo and the web lines here. Continuing on the back, you can see the spider logo too. This all looks pretty clean. You can take a look at his boots as well. If you guys want to go through some quick articulation, the head doesn't look up too much. Looks down pretty good. Fully rotates on that ball joint. You can see he does have that butterfly cut here. Again, mine is a little stiff. You do get that bicep cut up here. Get some double jointed elbows as well. They are pinless. I did want to point that out for you guys as well. The wrist fully rotates and hinges. You'll see the ab crunch goes down pretty good back. No waist swivel. You will see he does have the drop down hips. Again, it is very stiff. I don't know what the deal is, but he does have a little bit of that drop down hips. His legs can kick up pretty high, about that much. Not too far back. He could do the full splits. You do get a thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. There is no shin cut. I feel like that kind of like sucks with these Spider-Man figures. Some of them have that little shin cut and some don't. He does have ankle hinge as well as ankle pivot. So pretty good range of motion for the most part. I just feel like the joints on my figure are a little stiff. And let's go ahead and swap the head out on this figure. Oh my Lord. Had to do this off camera. Jesus, that was pretty stiff popping them off. But if you guys want to see what the Spider-Man head looks like on this figure, Jesus, I am struggling here. Wow, that is pretty tough, man. I feel like I never actually had to pop the head off the 3-pack, but look at the force. There we go. We got it on camera. while you guys are watching. Pressure was on, but looks pretty good. I mean, if you guys, again, missed out on a 3-pack or just held off, you want to grab 2, you can display one with the mask on, one with the unmasked head, but they both look pretty good. And for comparison's sake, so on the right here, we do have the 3-pack version versus the single card version here on the left with the actual web shooting hands on the figure. It looks exactly the same. I'm not really noticing any differences. I will say, is it my eyes? Does the red kind of look just a tad lighter on the single carded version versus the 3-pack? Again, maybe it's just my eyes kind of messing up here, but I don't know. Something looks just a tad different in the shade of the red, but for the most part, you'll see the web lines look pretty much the same on this figure. The head sculpt is exactly the same. Take a look at the back of the suit, you'll see the spider logo. Again, this is hard to capture. It looks very identical and similar in my eyes, but let me know if you guys are noticing any differences in the comments down below. And just a few quick more Spider-Man comparisons. So we have the Tom Holland Spider-Man here on the very left from the Hasbro Pulse 3-pack. Again, we did just see the Andrew Garfield one in the back. We have the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man here right next to me. You can see how much bigger he is than the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Next to that, we have the Tobey Maguire from the 3-pack. And on the very right, we have the cel-shaded animated series Spider-Man. If you guys are enjoying this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And while you're at it, please turn on those notification bells to stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my channel. As far as this Andrew Garfield Spider-Man figure goes, I dig it. I'm really happy to add it to my collection. All in all, I spent $25 to get a head. Essentially, I did have the 3-pack version. I know a lot of us are kind of going to have that similar feeling like, man, I'm excited to have this, but this would have been pretty cool to have with a 3-pack. It just would have made it feel a little more special. That movie was just so good, including all these different Spider-Man. It was just a great story to tie all of these different, iconic characters in one film. But to have to buy it again, I mean, I'm not that upset because I did purchase it, but it's like I really have been kind of cherry-picking the Marvel Legends line, even more so lately. I just feel like the price has increased so much. And I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get a full set of interchangeable hands. Like, you get the 2 web shooting hands, you get 1 fisted hand and 1 wall crawling hand. Like, come on, guys. Like, I know a lot of us probably ponied up and bought the 3-pack and are definitely going to buy the single carded versions as well. You guys could have helped us out and just threw in the full set of interchangeable hands. But I guess the positive side is if you did purchase a 3-pack and you guys want to swap out hands from the original versions, you can. But this is a solid figure. Don't sleep on it. If you missed out on the 3-pack or just did not want to order the 3-pack, here's your chance to get your pretty much perfect Amazing Spider-Man 2 or No Way Home Spider-Man featuring the Andrew Garfield head. This is a pretty solid figure. I cannot wait to get Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland in hand. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video review. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. I will catch you all on the next one.